Today we are back once again. We are going to be continuing with Final Fantasy XIV. We are playing more of this today. There we go. We are going to be continuing on the main story quest. The ARR, A Realm Reborn main story quest specifically is where we are right now. So we started a brand new character on Friday. Oop, not this character. This was a character that I was just messing around with the female Hrothgar look like. This is not the right character. Hang on. So I started a new character on Friday on the stream that we did on Friday, which was a celebration for my 1-year anniversary of streaming. So this character is brand new. Just for a little bit of backstory for anybody who wasn't here on Friday. I used to play this game like all the time, like 4 years ago. And I hadn't really touched it since then, so I took like a 4-year break. And then Friday was the first time that I've played the game in like 4 years. We had some fun messing around with trying to relearn how the game functions. So I made a brand new character to go through basically the whole game again to see what has changed in the past 4 years and to revisit the story and kind of just like do a complete fresh start to just re-experience everything as a quote unquote new player, but technically returning player. So on Friday, we started the main quest, and I think we got as far as, like, doing the celebration for, like, helping out whatever starting nation you chose. And I think that was about all we had time for. But I continued to play the main story over the weekend, just to kind of like continue to refresh myself on how this game works. I didn't get that far, so you guys didn't miss that much. I'm only a little bit further ahead of where we were on Friday. I just got to the part of the story where you like go to all of the cities and you meet all of the representatives, and then you help do the first 3 dungeons, like the baby dungeons, the starting ones, and then I met the scions of the 7th Dawn and got my retainers, and that's about as far as I got in the main story over the weekend, so we're not that far ahead from where we were. I also did a little bit of work unlocking some of the other classes, like the starting classes and some of the crafters and gatherers. I don't have all of them yet. I didn't get all of the ones from Ul'dah, but I think I got all of the ones from Limsa and all of the ones from Gridania, and I started a little bit of work leveling my crafters and gatherers. They're not super high level, but we'll get there eventually over time. So yeah, today we are continuing on the main story again, and just gonna be chilling and re-experiencing what this game has to offer. So welcome in, everybody. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you all have fun today. Hello, welcome, welcome. How are you? My frolicking fire, how are you doing today? We met Minfilia, it's true. We did meet Minfilia. Very exciting. Love Minfilia. Have not seen her in so long. Very excited to see her again. We also saw Urianger, who is one of my favorite characters in this whole game. Love to see him. My game is very quiet. I'm going to have to turn it up. I turned it down over the weekend because I was using headphones. And I was on a Discord call over the weekend, and the game is a little bit loud when you are trying to talk to other people. Hang on, I'm going to move my VTuber down a little bit. They're a little bit high up. They don't need to be this high. That's better. So sleepy. Ooh, oh my god, that's it. I'm gonna get your ass back to sleep. That's it. I'm gonna get you. I'm putting your ass back to bed, tucking you in, giving you a little kiss on the forehead. Maybe bringing you some warm water, cold water. Do you have a preference? Do you like a little drinky before you go to bed or no? How are you? I am tired as fuck. I actually got some sleep today, which is nice, but I didn't really get like any sleep over the weekend, and I didn't get a lot of sleep like last week in general for a variety of reasons. There's just a lot of stuff going on. I had to like get up early and whatever, like on several occasions, so it's just I'm just leftover tired from last week and the weekend, even though I did get a bit of sleep today. Hey, it's Couscous. We saw them yesterday. We love leftover tired. I'm leftover tired all the time. So if you love that, then you're gonna love me, I guess. Hi, JV. How are you? Welcome in. Nice to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. I'm excited for. I don't. We have a little bit of a like schedule overlap problem where you're streaming a lot of the time that I'm also streaming, and other times you're streaming and I'm like either not awake or busy doing other stuff. So I can't catch a lot of your streams, which makes me mad. But I think you have the anniversary stream coming up this week, and I think you said it was Tato's birthday. I don't know who Tato is. Who's Tato? It was all right, just making cursed graphics. Nice, very nice. I gotta turn my volume up so you guys can actually hear the game. 1 second. Get the, whoops, that's not, hang on, that's not what I wanted. No. Hang on, I'm just having my coffee of the day, like just now. I'm so tired, my brain is not functioning. Give me a minute. There we go. Can you guys hear the game now? Is that too loud? I guess we'll find out. It's a little bit hard to tell when we're just like walking around like this. Tato is my mascot. It's just a cute way to say streamiversary. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had like an actual pet bird named Tato or something. I never knew what you guys were talking about. I was just like, yeah, Tato's birthday. Yippee. Love that. Woo, Tato. But yeah, everybody check out JB and VT. They have a stream anniversary coming up this week. They're very poggers. They have a really cool VTuber model. Go give them a follow and check out their anniversary stream. Very cool streamer. They've rated the channel a few times, so shout out for that in general. So yeah, I did a little bit of work unlocking some of the starting quests over the weekend. But not much, just like unlocking them and doing like the first mission or two just to get things started, so I had them unlocked and ready to go. And then I started work on my crafters and gatherers as well. I still need to go unlock goldsmith and weaver. I just started unlocking stuff in Ul'dah yesterday, so logs on to repair your gear. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go pay to repair it soon because I don't think my... Oh, I can repair it. Oh, no, I can't because I don't have goldsmith unlocked. And I don't have weaver unlocked, so half of my stuff I can't repair. Oops. I also don't have any dark matter, so I can't do that either, so I'm just gonna have to pay an NPC to do it, I guess. Teehee. We'll get there eventually. But okay, so what was I doing? Where are we in the main story right now? Oh yes, I need to go. The first thing I'm gonna do, okay, this isn't main story, so forgive me, but I need to go finish my unlocking retainer ventures first, because I just got my retainers like last night before I logged off. So I haven't finished doing this yet. I guess I can just return to Gridania. Yeah, I hope everybody in chat is doing well today. I hope you all have a good week. Does anybody have anything going on this week that they want to chat about, be excited about, etc., etc.? Parnell and Old Gridania, that is over here. Finally got to the point of having retainers last night, so I was able to dump a bunch of my inventory onto them because I can't desynthesize stuff until I get a crafter to level 30. So I just have like such a huge accumulation of gear I'm not using anymore in my inventory, or gear that I never needed in the first place. The inventory bloat at the beginning of this game is so real. Oh, also shout out to JB and Thanato Chemist and the Infinite server, because they have a free company in their server that they very graciously allowed me to join. The Figgy free company. And shout out specifically to, I believe it was Olivia Farron. I think that's Corrin's character, if I remember correctly. Question mark, right? Either way, he gave me a bunch of money, and he gave me some clothing, which is the reason I have the Alamegan gown and the cropped summer indigo slops for my glamour on my crafters. So thank you to Core for making me not look like a giant scrub anymore. I appreciate that. The actual minigame in this game is managing your inventory. You're so 100% correct. It's so painful. My week is going to be learning this game with you. So exciting. Smiles really big at you. Chat, I propagandized Frolicking Fire into playing Final Fantasy XIV with me. Very exciting. Greetings, sir. I've been expecting you. The retainer you rescued was most effusive in her praise. Retainers are of course permitted to refuse a venture which they determine to be too dangerous. Alas, this particular young woman is new to the profession and was thus easily persuaded by her employer to accept. Beg your pardon, you would like to know more about ventures? Certainly, it would be my pleasure to explain. In my cooperation with the Adventurers Guild, we've established a new system through which retainers may be dispatched to procure items for their employers. Should you wish to avail yourself of this additional service, you will need to pay your retainer in advance with ventures, script issued by the Adventurers Guild. Here, pray accept these complimentary ventures with my thanks. Bear in mind that most retainers lack the skill to carry out all but the most menial tasks. Of course, if they grow more experienced, that will change. If this sounds daunting, let me assure you that it's simple in practice. Why not speak with your retainers and see what they think? I know not everybody makes use of the retainer job stuff, but I always found it to be very useful because I do crafting in this game, and having extra materials from your crafter or from your retainer ventures is really nice. That's always how it goes. Yeah. Roping my partner into playing Final Fantasy XIV with me, propagandizing him, showing him the female Hrothgar and being like, ooh, look how cool they look. Don't you want to be a female Hrothgar? Don't you want to purchase the full version of the game so you can be a female Hrothgar? Aren't they so cool? The Hrothgals are so cute though. Bro, they look so good. They didn't exist in the game back when I was playing, and I saw them in the character creator and looked at all of the options and was like, they look so good. Like, every option that they have in the character creator looks good. All of their hairstyles look good. All of the customizations are really nice. And their starting outfit, the female Hrothgar have one of the nicest starting outfits of any of the races in the game. It is such a nice outfit. I would glam that and use that forever. It looks so good. They're so pretty. My only complaint is that they made them a little less beastie than the males. I wish they were a little bit bigger because the male Hrothgar get to be big cat beast men, but they toned it down with the female characters a little bit, and I always get a little bit annoyed in this game because this game has a really bad sexual dimorphism with all of the races. However, that being said, they look really good. The female Hrothgar are actually very nice. I'm very impressed that they actually let them have the cat faces and the different body features that Hrothgar have. I made a female Hrothgar as my retainer because they look so good. I love this the cunty face with the spikes on it and the little devil horn ears and the cunty bob hair. She's so pretty. I love her. This is my retainer. You guys saw her in my character selection thing. I also made this version of her to run around a little bit so I could see what the cash shop stuff looks on looks like on female Hrothgar. Yeah, when they added them, I about screamed. Yeah, me too. I was the same when they added the male Vieira as well. I stopped playing the game like before male Vieira got added, but I saw the announcement for them and I like pre-designed this character knowing that this is what I wanted him to look like someday and then like drew him and everything because I was so excited about male Vieira. I've been waiting for so long to actually be able to make this character. So I was very excited to actually finally get to play as a male Vieira. The male Vieira also look really good. They're so cute. I'll never phantom my lizard since I'm very attached to her, but big cats are very cute. Yeah, I understand. I always wanted to try, like, changing my main to other things, but I'm so attached. My old main, specifically, is a Mikote. And I had tried the idea of like fantaing him into something else or like changing his hair or whatever, but I'm so attached to him and how he looks that I can't ever change him. So I just make alt characters instead for the other races. Okay, so we want to assign her a class. And we're gonna make her I guess we'll make her a white mage as the first one, because she's... Well, I could make her a white mage so she can get, like, hide and bones and whatever. But I could also make her a botanist so she can collect wood, or a miner so she can collect rocks. But I'm not super far in my leveling of those classes, but it might take her a little bit to get caught up anyway. What would be most useful? I guess we'll just start with a conjurer for now. Do I have... I think I have like a level 1 thing that she can use in here somewhere. Don't I? Do I? Do I? Yeah, okay, here. She can have this. And then, it's level 5, she can't have that. Level 8, level 5, level 10. How's the volume of the chat, or the volume of the game, chat? It might be a little hard to tell because the music's not playing super loud right now, but if I need to turn it up, I can turn it up so you guys can actually hear it. I guess we'll see when we're in cutscenes. That might be a little bit of a better trial for it. But if I need to turn it up or turn it down, just let me know. That might be all I have to offer her for the time being, because level 1, there's not really a lot of equipment that she can have. There we go. Now she can go on ventures. In these quiet areas, the volume is kind of just quiet and chill, so it's fine at the moment. Yeah, we'll see when we get to a cutscene. I also... Is that Thancred? That guy looks like Thancred from the side. It's a little bit hard to tell in these quieter areas, but you guys will thank me when I hang out in like the market areas, because people are crafting in here, and some of the crafting skills are like genuinely really loud. So I don't want it to be too loud when we're in the quieter areas just chilling. Or else it's gonna blow your ears out when you have to listen to like a blacksmith or whatever, like hammering metal. It fucking sucks. 2 main types of ventures: hunting, mining, botany, and fishing, constitute of 1 type in which you can specify an item for your retainer to procure. Exploration ventures are the 2nd type. They will scour the terrain and hopefully find a precious item. Your retainer will not undertake a venture without first receiving due compensation. Yeah, you gotta get the venture things. Okay, so what do we have as an option here? She can go get some animal skins. She'll get 5 animal skins, and it'll take her an hour to do so. Or field exploration will take 18 hours and cost 2 venture coins. We want to level her up a little bit quicker, so we'll just do the 1 hour ones. Yep, I remember how ventures work, don't worry. I did a bunch of grinding on miner yesterday because I wanted to make some ingots so I can level up my blacksmith and my armor smith, or whatever the other one's called. Armorer, I think it's called. Oh yeah, I forgot you can put glamours on your retainers as well and like dress them up too. Not just your own character, you can also dress up your retainers too and make them look fancy, which is kind of fun. And sell stuff on the market with them as well. You can dye their stuff. You can edit their comment now? Oh, you didn't used to be able to edit what they say to you. That's kind of fun, I guess. Okay. Outlaw named Dylan. Okay, so now we gotta go back to Camp Drybone in Thanalan. It's so nostalgic being back playing this game again. It's been so long that like it's in such a interesting like position where it's like I remember a lot of this game fairly well, but there's also a lot of details in this game that I don't remember hardly at all because it's been so long. So coming back to this game is like partially like revisiting something that I've seen before and partially like seeing something for the first time because I just don't remember parts of it. So there's so much like nostalgia, but there's also like this undercurrent of like kind of like wonder and like experiencing something new for the first time, even though it's technically not the first time. It's very fun coming back to this. I got the free Fantasia on Aster, by the way, and turned her into Ren. Yes, his name is now Grand Aster, but I had to bring him back. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you really want to, if you end up actually ever playing him, you can change that character's name so that he has the right name again, but it is what it is. I'm glad you brought him back, though. I thought Ren was really cute, so I'm glad. Shout out to male Aura for being really cute. I'm Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Well, thank you for the single glamour dispeller, sir. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. They have been brutal murderers of callers at the church of St. Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Okay, I always make the mistake of going the wrong way when I'm trying to leave this camp, because one of the paths out of here like goes in a direction you wouldn't expect it to. So I think if I go out this way, I can just kind of like loop around. I remember you have to come to Camp Drybone a few times during the base game, and I remember always exiting out the wrong way. I think I exited out the wrong way this time. Because I think the other one, where is it? Okay, there's this exit there, which comes out this side here, which is over here, I think. And then there's that one at the back, which leads out that way. Oh, I think that was the way I always accidentally went. How's the volume now that we're like out in the world and you can hear music and it's raining? The raining is a little bit louder than anything that we heard when we were in the town. So as long as the volume is good now, we should be good to go for the stream. Ripe corpse. Ew. I hate describing corpses as ripe. I think this week I might also do a little bit of work to try to hook my VTuber model up into VBridger. Because I have, like, most of the mouth parameters done for VBridger rigging. There's a couple that I still need to do. I haven't finished those yet, but I have most of them done, so I think it might be okay to at least start using VBridger. So I need to mess around with the settings and see if I can get that up and running. And hopefully the tracking will look a little bit better. Volume is pretty fine? Okay. Thank you. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yep. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now, then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such a massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less make their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there's more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party, holy chat, I'm tired, I can't read. Raiding party would not account for people going missing like these kinds of numbers. The total is too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through the dry bone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we may find the reason for these vanishings, 'twill forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungist who was born here in Drybone and grew up close to the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Is this the inn? Oh, no? Okay. Noctis. Noctis Final Fantasy XV? Every time somebody in this game has a name that is like one of the characters from Final Fantasy XV, I get the horrible brainworms telling me to play 15 again. Gods be damned, you're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What the seven hells do you want now? You're that guy who's threatening to assault that woman. I remember you. You're a shithead. Fuck you. Noctis. Heart. I love Noctis. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folks around here are wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. I mean, you're also the coward who didn't fight himself. You had all your bodyguards fight me, and then you ran away as soon as I beat your bodyguards, so you're not really one to talk, my guy. Your koala is so flippin' cute. Its little shaking ears, it's just a baby. Yeah, the koala is really cute. Thank you, Core, for giving me this little koala creature. I've been using it since. It's so cute. I love that it climbs up you and just sits on you. I like the ones that like sit on your shoulder or your head or whatever. They're really cute. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances, you can go and talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. The little koala's little baby eyes. It's so cute. You're so cute. Little creature. Hungry Prince. Please, sir, just leave me be. Did he just kick me? Okay. Devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. They'll take who or whatever's been feeding us off us low folk. Petrified pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. This quest is called What Poor People Think? Okay. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified, Hiccup. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This ain't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. If you ask me, they just left and moved to a better place? You mean the poor refugees who don't have anything, who have taken to begging on the streets? You think they had the money to just move somewhere else? Somewhere better than this? Is he stupid? Welcome back. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungist. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. Common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergyman may know something of use. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place than to ask at the Church of St. Adama Landama. It's a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask if you deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Mark. Marcus? 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 I always read this as Marks, but maybe it's supposed to be Marcus? I'm not sure. He tends to the grave of the lich yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Oh wait, this is where I always went out the wrong way. I think this goes to the church. And I think this goes the other direction. This is where I think I always got confused during this quest line. I can find supplies down in the camp. Thank you. Though I am not qualified to assist with the rites, I offer what assistance I can to the priests. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just getting in the way, though. Ever has man sought to better his life, all too often at the expense of his brother. That desire and hope can beget suffering, and death is a regrettable yet undeniable truth. Gee, I wonder if this NPC saying this to us, if you talk to her, which is completely optional, you don't have to speak to her, but if you choose to speak to her, I wonder if her telling you this has any kind of hint as to what's about to happen in this quest line. So interesting. Rest in peace, dear uncle. Technically a cousin thrice removed, but who's counting? We're too busy dividing up that estate of yours. Okay. Oh, we can't talk to this person. I will see you avenged. I keep clicking on my koala. Oh, there's work enough from the church, but nothing you'd call cheery. Water to fetch, weeds to pull, a shabby lich yard is a slight to the living and the dead alike. I am Marks, yes? A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize. If you seek a place of burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Thank you. Who's that? Chad, do you know him? Who is this? Does anybody recognize this man? Huh. He seems so familiar for some reason that I can't quite place. I feel like I've met him before. Oh, that's just Mark. Or Marks. Marcus? Marcus? Oh, it's just Mark. Everyone knows Mark. What's my buddy, Mid? Is he your buddy if you call him Mid? That's fucked up. I just put I turned him into rocks. Put rocks on him. Beautiful. Did my job. You call him Mid? That's fucked up. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orson within the church walls. He has admitted it just rhymes with Sid. Now, why would you give him a name that rhymes with Sid? What does that mean? That's an odd thing to do. Stop clicking the koala. So many tragedies have befallen us in recent years. The calamity, the primals, alas, it is only within our power to shepherd the souls of the fallen and pray they find peace in Thal's realm. I love all the Sids. Now, why are you talking about Sids? That's so weird. That's not Sid, that's Mark, or Marks, or Marcus, or Marquess, or something. I wish they would tell me how to pronounce his name, because I'm not really sure on how to say it. But that's not the same guy, you're being silly. My little sis was the only family I had left, till the flux up and took her away too. 'Tweren't easy, but I brung her all the way here. Now all's left to put her to rest proper like she deserves. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing dry bone inhabitants. It is true, I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. Sigh. I wish only we'll call him Marcus. I wish only Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have word with Marcus soon. Thancred takes offense to everything. Don't pay any mind to what he has to say. No one cares. I'm kidding. I love Thancred. I just like to bully him. Marcus and Ida are not other characters in disguise. Of course, of course. That's silly and preposterous. They would never pretend that a character is another character. Silly of you to imply that. Just cannot possibly be true. And it's also definitely not obvious if you know anything about this game or have played it before, for example, or seen any of these characters in previews of anything for this game ever. And it also definitely doesn't become like kind of obvious over the course of parts of the story. That's silly. They would never try to pull a fast one on you in this game. You're being ridiculous. Throws tomatoes at my screen. What, because Thancred was mentioned? Thancred mentioned everyone boo. Ow. Whoa. I took 65 damage because I hit the corner of this fucking sign. Yeah, smile. Oh, bro pretends to hate Thancred so much. Thank you. A proper burial is no easy thing. Even the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? Been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Bo? Oh, speak of the devil. There he is. The man himself. Everyone throw tomatoes, everyone boo. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orson herself? Orson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. They would surely never imply that Marcus is a different character. That's silly. I was about to say I love every Scion except Thancred, then remember that dumb fuck Papalymo. Get his ass. Oh, I have crazy beef with Papalymo. I'll get you someday, little man. I like Thancred, I just like to bully him because he deserves it. I have actual beef with Papalymo, though. Sister Orson, it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy and see if you cannot glean something from him of Orson's activities. I also like Thancred regretfully. Oh, he's a good character. There's just a couple parts in the story where his writing is a bit ass, but that's not necessarily his fault as a character. It's more just they very clearly changed writers over the years on the different like story patches, and he very clearly went through different writers who had a different opinion on who he should be as a character. So Thancred's writing in some parts of the story is genuinely kind of bad. Which is not entirely his fault. I mean, his behavior obviously is his fault as a character, but like a character having dog shit writing is not their fault. It just, there's a couple parts in this game where he's a bit of a stinker, unfortunately. And I have beef with him for those particular sections, but other than that, he's a good character. Can't wait to get a mount unlocked. Yeah, yes, get them. Oh, I can't heal this person. La 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 la. I like all the other Scions, though. Papalymo's the only one that I actually don't really like that much. I like pretty much everybody else. And I have very specific reasons for my distaste for Papalymo. Outside of those reasons, he's like fine, but it's such an annoyance to me that I just don't forgive him for it. Please, sir, help Sister Orson. I don't know where I saw sir. I think I read sister as sir. I think I might be dyslexic. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here and about Thal in the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Little misogynist ass motherfucker, big ass bitch. You might be dyslexic, me too. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's just like Papalymo, I get that he's like the cranky scholar stereotype and he's a bit of a like tsundere kind of, but there's a specific way that he treats Ida / Lise, Ida and Lise, that I really don't like, because he's super rude and super disrespectful. And he says really mean things to her and about her, sometimes to her face and sometimes behind her back. And it's just like needlessly mean. Like he's really hard on her and it makes her feel bad all the time. And I don't like that he just straight up calls her stupid to her face, like on multiple different occasions, and like says really rude stuff about her to other people while she's there. Like he really drags her down, like in front of other people. He's consistently very rude to her, and there's like quote unquote reasons for it, and he does care about her, but I don't think that excuses how genuinely mean he is to her sometimes. And I find it really frustrating that he's like, no, I care, and I don't want to get into the spoiler stuff because some people in chat haven't seen some of it, but like there are reasons why he kind of behaves that way, but it's still not justifiable to me because he is genuinely mean to her, and I don't like it because she has also been through a lot and doesn't deserve to have somebody that she calls a friend and mentor calling her like a fucking stupid moron who doesn't know anything. It's a bit frustrating. I understand the type of character that he's supposed to be, but it's too much sometimes. Because the story has a tendency to kind of like dogpile on Ida and Lise, and I don't like it sometimes because it's too much. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness. You arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. Oh god, I'm going to be attacked. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Help this person with their quest while I'm standing here. I gotta go back to Drybone. You might be dyslexic. Yeah, I might be. If you ever see me fumble in confusing and strange ways while reading on stream, there might be a reason for it. I do my best, but sometimes when letters look the same or words are very close together, sometimes my brain goes, oh, this is all one word. And I'm like, no, it's not. Stop. Also, in other random gaming news, the Dead by Daylight official announcement for The Walking Dead chapter has dropped. They haven't put the characters featured out, though. Ooh, so exciting. Shout out to the Walking Dead characters. I am genuinely very excited. I hope that they put Rick and Michonne, and Daryl would also be cool. And if they do, I'm very excited to see what they look like in the Dead by Daylight art style. Because I like the way that they have characters designed in that game. They look very nice, so I want to see what Rick and Michonne and Daryl look like. It'd be cool if Daryl was there too, but I don't know if they're adding him or not. I'm so excited. I love my washed show that's so fucking bad. I love The Walking Dead. It's terrible. It's the worst, best show I've ever watched. It's dog shit, but I love it. I love The Walking Dead. I fucking hate The Walking Dead. It's so real. It's great, but oh man, it's also not very good sometimes. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Yeah, but, you know, Thancred might be an idiot, but he's not always wrong. Not always. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attacks than she initially let on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he would be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Meow, 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 meow. Had a fantastic couple of weeks watching that dog shit. Yeah, we sure did. It was fun. It's a good show. It's just there's some parts of it that are not great sometimes. It has a lot of really high points, but it also has a lot of really low points that are not great, unfortunately. It's a very mixed bag of a show. Overall, it's still fun, but, you know. It has some stinker episodes and some stinker characters, unfortunately. I had a blast watching it with you. I love the show. It also sucks ass. Real. It's so true. Thancred. Ah, there you are. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Oh yeah, you want me to do your dirty work for you? Lazy boy. So I went the wrong way. Later seasons are only held together by Michonne. Yeah, unfortunately true. I'm a level 20 botanist and a level 16 culinarian. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Bro is on his way. Queer leaflet? Me. Bro is on his way to becoming an omni-crafter? Omni-gatherer? Soon. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Why'd he say it like that? I found some papers. I don't know that I would say they tickled my fancy, Thancred. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. My coffee is getting room temperature. SMH should have drank it faster. Ugh. My ankles. I think she's in here, right? This is Thancred. Now let us see what Sister Orson makes of this leaflet. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? Plot thickens. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt any irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard that what we have learned here. Maybe I need to make the font bigger. What? Umbra Lucis Calum? No way. How many Final Fantasy XV references can we get in one place in one day? Posing as a priest? Well, I can scale the window. Let's make this a little bigger. Maybe I can read it better. To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Bo. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. When you upscale the window, it makes the font a little blurry, which is not great. The upscaling of the windows is not ideal. You would scream if you saw the way I play Triple Triad. I need to see the way you play Triple Triad. What do you mean? Explain yourself. Oh, we have a cutted scene. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at the camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Bo and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare hope this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Listen, I need you to put on these raggy old clothes, and I need you to, like, humiliate yourself by going around pretending to be a beggar, even though half of this camp has already spoken to you and has already seen you and already knows what you look like. No, I promise it will go very well. No one will know. This old camp lies on the road between the Black Shroud and Old Isle. You'll find several places of note nearby. I suppose the two most well-known are the Emulsion encampment where the lizard men nest, and the church of Saint Adama Landama, where the thaumaturges tend the deep and worship Thal. Now you know why there's so many immortal flames and corpses about. The former keep the Emulsion in check, and the latter are bound to be given back to the earth. I scaled the window to full screen. It looked crazy. Also, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in that game. I just place cards thinking I'm a genius, then they get flipped. Oh my god. Triple Triad is fun. Once you get the hang of it, it's relatively easy, but some of the rules that characters make you play by are a little bit complicated. What is it? God, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Alright, bitch, fuck you. I pray the teachings of Azema, the Warden. I preach the teachings of Azema, the Warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath her, the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Thank you. That doesn't really give me money to buy food, though. Sleepy Grim here to say hi. Hi, Sleepy Grim. How are you doing today? How was your weekend? Oh, I'm gonna tuck you into bed. You're gonna get sleep so good. Got so many sleepy bitches in chat today, my god. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. My god, this person's on the exact same quest step that I am. I wish I could get sleep so good. Oh, no. I think I've gotten a total of 6 hours over the weekend. Yeah, I felt that one, buddy. I also had a very rough weekend with no sleep. I am also in the very sleepy party with everybody else, unfortunately. Sigh, and I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. I think the last person is, like, up there somewhere. Or maybe they're in here. I'll check in here. Oh, hello. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhaps you should rejoin your fellows out of the pond north of Sandgate. Alright. Thankard, you're not gonna believe this shit. Everyone was rude as fuck to me. Quite a knack for being a nuisance. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Doing more all-nighters than I did as a teen. Yeah, me too, buddy. It's rough out here. I genuinely hope you can get some good sleep tonight. I am wishing a very nice sleep with good dreams tonight on everybody in chat here today. Rejoice, good sleep upon you. Oh my god, I was typing rejoice good sleep upon you, get out of my brain. No, I'm in there. I'm rooting around the place. I'm taking a peek at stuff. Messing it up in there. Slept an hour or two, but have woken up at snack time, then climbed back into the nest. Well, enjoy your snack. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you get some good sleep when you get back into your little baby nest. Fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? As good a night as any, I suppose. You look absolutely smashing, positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Thank you. I mean, it's like I'm still wearing my regular shoes and claws. My shoes that have the claws on them and my gloves and whatnot, and I still look like the exact same Vieira who came into town and was helping everyone with everything. I feel like our disguise should have maybe had like a hood on it or something. Because everyone in the town should already know who I am, because I was the one helping with the interring of the bodies and clearing out the emulsion. Like, everyone in this town surely can't be that face blind, right? Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal. I come to offer you succor. Really? You look awfully familiar with that little part of your face that's sticking out there. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. I do not know this word. What does penury mean? Penury? 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 I don't know him. Thancred's like, I can't read. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Did you really not recognize us? We talked to you in town like 4 times. Thancred said he talked to you multiple times, and I talked to you once in Ul'dah and once in Drybone. How did bro not recognize us sooner than this? Is he stupid? Penury is being poor, essentially poverty. Oh, I see. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted to schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. I mean, you absolutely had a choice. You never had to get involved in any of this. And also, I don't know, man, you were kind of being a huge dick to refugees in Uldab, and you didn't try to take them anywhere with you, but you did try to rope that poor woman into essentially sexual slavery. So, like, I don't know, fuck you. Don't forgive you. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought aid from the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The... was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for scores of a lifetime and not see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Wah, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Wah. Bo, be a good man and take the word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Thancred, I think we have to kill this guy. Speak with Minfilia at the Waking Sands. Use our Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. That teleports you to Vesper Bay for free, chat. Don't forget to use these, or else you have to walk all the way from Horizon. Because they never added an Aetheryte here, they only added teleport tickets. Wait, let me get this fucking clothing off of me. Get this off. Can I put my actual outfit back on, please? Thank you. Hey, Stola. Organizations of the Seventh Dawn was formed through the Union. Oh, I saw this already. They don't have anything new to say. Okay. I was going to talk to everybody in that room, but if they don't have any new information, then I'm not going to bother. It's all just exposition about how the Scions came to be and whatnot. I'm Minfilia. Welcome back. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see, you've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Chad, I've developed an addiction to Gippsland brand yogurt mix-up. Their strawberry waffle flavor is delectable and delightful. It has white chocolate and dried strawberry and waffle cone mixed into the strawberry yogurt. It's so good. That sounds really good. You have to share some with everyone now. I hope you brought enough for everyone. Minfilia. She's so good. Good character. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all of the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at the camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. Okay, they actually like force you to go learn about materia. I think this is the materia tutorial. Because I think we're high enough level to be able to do materia. I think you have to be like level 20 or something. They actually like force you to go learn about materia and spirit bonding and stuff, which is nice. It's good that they do that. I share. I have 3 thingies of it I can share. Everyone gotta share beyond that. Okay, thank you. Everyone in chat say thank you. Delicious, yummy yogurt. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Just walked past someone dressed like a cunty cowboy. Oh yeah, you can do some crazy stuff with glamours in this game. I'm Mutamix. Got the cowboy and the chaps. Yeah, so there's some cowboy stuff in this game in general, but the class known as Machinist gives you a gun and lets you do sick flips, and it has a lot of cowboy-looking stuff to it as well. Who is Uplander? Come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pots. Fighty Tool's drink is an airy self. I don't know what that means. Full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes. Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. That's what I'm saying, exactly. It's really, like, cute that, the students of Mutamix have all taken on the Gob speak, or Gobby speak, I think it is, like the goblin language. It's cute that they talk like him. Scoped them, it's all machinist gear. What the fuck do I need to be a machinist? So you will unlock machinist when you get, what is it, level 50 or 60? It's one of the Heavensward classes, so it's the first expansion. I don't remember what level you have to be. I think it's 60 or 50. Dark Knight, Astrologian, and Machinist are all in Heavensward, which is the first expansion. The Materia Master. Now Eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you, it must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from something that would have struggled to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Oh, sorry, I didn't do his accent properly when I was reading. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. The Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty make. With knowings of crafty make, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. Someone else here has a character named Sable and they threw flowers at me? Oh, that's cute. Okay, I think I can do this. Right? Swinbro's wish is to disseminate the secrets of materia creation. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. Spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. You are ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you as much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see, and this achievement is by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft of hand of craftsmen to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend speaking with Phobos. Fahabus? Melding is her field of expertise. Alright, we can extract materia from our gear now. I don't know if I have anything that is sufficiently spirit bonded to be able to do so. No. Oh, yes, we do. So all they were saying is when you have gear that you've been wearing for a while, your gear also gains experience, and as your gear gets fully experienced at 100% spirit bond, you can extract materia out of it, but it's RNG as for what kind of materia you're going to get. So we got a direct hit materia, Heaven's Eye, level 1. And we can also extract materia from this one as well. And then, oh, we got another Heaven's Eye. I probably have stuff in my armory chest that I can extract the materia from, but I don't feel like doing that right now. We'll do that later. And then I don't think I have a high enough level crafter to be able to do this. Hey, you have to have a Disciple of the Hand specifically. You need a crafter at level 19, and the highest that I have is a level 16 carpenter. So... Do I have anything that I can, like, quickly craft as a carpenter to get up to level 19? I think I'm missing a bunch of materials from Weaver and Miner to be able to make a lot of this stuff to get my crafting book filled out. Like, I don't have any elm lumber, so I can't even do that stuff. I don't have any ash branches. I don't have any fish oil because I've barely started fishing and alchemy. I haven't started Weaver, so I can't make undyed hempen cloth. Yeah, I can't really make any of this stuff. Let's see. Don't have fish oil, don't have growth formula because I haven't done a lot of alchemy. Not a Weaver yet. I can make this. I don't know if that's going to be enough experience. Can't make that. I could make a round shield. Unable to craft. You've not selected the... Oh. What? Oh, my bad. Might be able to get to level 19. I might not have enough materials to do it though. Now we're a crafting stream. Welcome to Final Fantasy Minecrafting. huge crit on the quality. Let's go. So we're getting 1,000 XP each. This is a pretty low level item. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to like try to grind these out. I'm also out of bronze rivets, so that doesn't help either. Honestly, it might be better to just do this off stream. Where are you right now? I am... Ow. I'm at the bonfire, which is in central Thanalan, just to the northeast of Blackbrush Station. This is where you learn about materia extraction and materia melding, but you have to be a level 19 crafter to do the melding, but I think you just have to be level 19 in general to do the extraction. I think you can do extraction regardless. I don't think I have the materials to be able to grind out to level 19, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to have to go and do more botany and more mining so I can get more materials that are actually worth more, because if I just make a bunch of round shields, they're only worth 1,000 or 1,200 each, so it's gonna take a lot of them because I need 17,000 just to get to level 18. So that is not a huge return on the experience gained there. Who's that? Chat, who's that? Bro ran all the way over to jump at me. Hi. This is where you learn about materials. Or materia, sorry, materia specifically. Yeah, I don't think I have enough, I don't think I have enough stuff to do this. I'll have to just do this off stream, which is whatever, it is what it is. I don't need to be able to meld materia right now, it's not that big of a deal. We'll come back to this later. I gotta do some grinding and collect some more materials for miner and botanist so I can level up my carpenter or something. Deliver the shit to... Oh, I just have to go back to Vesper Bay. I was in the area just to say hi. Oh, okay. Enjoy your questing or gathering or whatever it is that you're in the area for. Oh, I'm high enough leveled to do whatever this is. What is this? Oh, Halatali. I'll do that later. That's a dungeon, but we don't... That's an optional dungeon. We don't have to do that right now. Welcome back. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Well, I didn't get any fruit, but I got this dagger. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you were aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, so make it your ally. This is important, chat. If you are new to Final Fantasy XIV, you need to know about materia. It's important for the late game. You gotta meld, okay? You have to have melded gear in the late game. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you're ready to begin. Minfilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our guest Ungist, the false priest. he revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, so that they mean to have Ungist attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provided to them. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's solo representative of the guild. Before he left, he bade me to tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray, make yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Back to Drybone again. Lots of teleporting back and forth between these spots for a while. Okay, who are we looking for here? In here? Hello. Ah, you're Boyera of the Scions. Thanks for coming. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture the Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungist, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure that it does. Gotta do a little bit of subterfuge, chat. Do a little bit of sneaking and hiding. Gotta watch this deal unfold. I forgot how quickly you become like over leveled in this game. I mean, it doesn't help that I have I've got like a guild bonus going on half the time. Because I joined an FC, so you can get a guild bonus from that. And then I also have the brand new ring, which gives you an XP bonus under level 30, and I have the Menfina earring, which gives you an XP bonus under level 80. So, I mean, that's doing a lot of work for me, granted. But even when I was, like, new to this game the first time, I became really over-leveled, like, really fast. Like, I think the mission that I'm on is like a level 18 mission, technically, or something like that. Level 20, sorry, it's a level 20 mission. But I'm level 29 already. I'm gonna be level 30 soon. If you just play one class, you'll get over-leveled very fast. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good, we make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Ooh, ah! Oh, the shaky camera is gonna make me throw up. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. They brought the entire camp of Amalja? Hee hee hee. Ah ha 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 ha. Traitorous flame soldier. You sold us out, you son of a bitch. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the Immortal Flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Gwahahaha. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Chat, we've been betrayed by the guy who is like a known betrayer at this point. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. I never saw that coming. Pretty wild. Just ignoring me. I guess I'll just fight this guy back here. I remember this mission being really funny because I'm always over leveled for it, but it's like really easy to do this mission. And to actually like succeed in fighting and holding all these guys back. But I think this is like a scripted loss kind of mission. So like, even if you beat all these guys, you still die in the end. It's one of the few scripted losses, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, there's like one guy left right now, but they're gonna bring in more guys because they want you to lose here. They're bringing in even more guys. I don't know if I just need to focus on the captain, or if I'm supposed to be helping with the other guys in the back or not. Or if I'm just like waiting for the timer to run out. I'm not really sure what the like win condition or loss condition is here. Because even if you're a healer and you keep everybody alive, I think you still lose this. Yeah. It just ends. Okay. Even though technically we were doing fine. Put your weapon on your comrade's a dead man. Put up your weapon, sorry. Behind you. Bro cast sleep on me? Like the first and only time we'll ever see repose actually be used in canonical story, I think. I don't remember it ever coming up again. Actually, I think it comes up like one other time. Honkshoe me. He really put my ass to sleep. Damn. That's some good magic you got. I was tired. I could use a nap. Traitorous scum. Oh my god, chat, we've been abducted. That's crazy. Hey guys. Why did all of you guys get tied up, but I didn't? They left me untied for some reason. I fear the Amulja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. I wonder what that means. Confront Ifrit in the Bowl of Embers. Oh my god. Chat, we're gonna fight a primal. We're gonna fight our first primal. Holy shit. We can either do it with NPCs or other players. I don't care. We'll just do it with other players. Doesn't really matter. This is definitely my first time doing this. Wink. Wink. Ah, healer queues. I think I might be like underleveled for this in terms of like my item level. I don't know what my item level is supposed to be for this encounter, but I think it's lower than what it should be. Lord of Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Sick rhyme. Oh, mighty Ifrit, Lord of Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. This is a pretty cool summon animation, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry to the people who are in my party right now who have to wait while I watch this cutscene. Grar. Almighty Ifrit, we bring you ignorant savages who know not of your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. Bring those too as well. Ugh. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. Oh, spare me, I beg you. Wow, they got betrayed. Wow, they got backstabbed. That's crazy. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Oh my god, he's gonna breathe on us. Ew. Oh, mighty Ifrit. My one true god. Your words are my bread. I forgot how long this cutscene is. These people are going to be waiting a while. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? I'm special because I'm the main character. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another. I wonder if this is important information that's going to come up later. Don't worry about that, okay? Yes, this is the only explanation. I wonder if that's a little tidbit that might be really important down the line. Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as vessel for the blessing of but one, yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear, thou art of the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind, thine existence not to be suffered. We're special. Teehee. Gonna do a bit of tidying in my room while I watch you. You are my body doubler now. Hey, these guys have been waiting that whole time for us to start. Sorry, guys. Hello? Tank, please wake up. Maybe I should have not hit the boss, my bad. Thought the tank was gonna wake up faster. Ow! Okay. My bad for taking the first swing. Oops. Your soul belongs to me. Ooh, ooh. Kind of funny to be a healer taking the first swing, though. Yeah, well. Target the nail, please. A lot of damage. I think I'm under-leveled in terms of my item level, I'm gonna be honest with you. We did it, chat. We killed a god. It's that easy. They did this funny thing where in a lot of the trials in like the beginning of the game, they added really long cutscenes that people who are playing the game for the first time have to sit through. And people who have already played through those trials typically have the like skip previously viewed cutscenes turned on, so they don't watch them, and they have to just like sit there for like 5 minutes, sometimes more, waiting for the people who are watching the cutscenes. They kind of toned that down later on, where they put the cutscenes like after the dungeons or in a separate thing before, but like a lot of ARR has people like having to wait for people to watch cutscenes, and some of them are kind of long. I love hallucinating. Damn, you kind of strong. Thank you. Pray, forgive my lateness. Yeah, you really did miss the whole thing. I'm so shiny. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lie. Okay, cool guy. Phew. Oh, it's super pretty Slade designing this Benui. Thank you. I think he's very lovely. I'm very happy with how he came out. I pre-planned how I wanted this character to look. Like, even before male Vieira came out. I've been wanting to make him for so long. See, the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's handpicked men. He came out? Yeah, he did. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism by fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. La 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 la. Now that was the mighty Ifrit. Hi, Nero. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Old Dawn interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5 years old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely on. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I'm troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. He's so campy. I love Nero. He's a bit of a wiener, but I think he's funny. I got 2 player commendations. I wasn't able to commend anybody because I was in the cutscene for so long. They all left. I didn't have the opportunity to. Ah, there you are, Bo. Come rest a while, and you'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where are we? Ah yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. If it is slain, and by your hand, no less. The deed is of no ordinary individual, Bo. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I've long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Oh, stop it, you charmer. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself to rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problem won't solve themselves. Report to the Waking Sands. Pray. Return to the Waking Sands. You're gonna see that a lot. It's gonna come up a lot. What's my item level at anyway? It's probably really low. 17. Yeah, I was a little bit under-leveled for that because we're on a level 20 mission. And a lot of this shit I've had on for a while. Yeah. I could stand to update my gear soon. Considering I'm almost level 30, I should probably get some level 30 gear. Gotta level my crafters. Hello. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thanker told us the news upon his arrival. He's presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Me? She wants to see me? Little old me? My late arrival nearly cost Bo his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. I love that he was like, oh, I'm gonna run to Minfilia and tell her that I at least got some kind of participation in the mission. I'm gonna tell her that I was useful, smile. And then we walk in and he's like, I wasn't able to do anything. I arrived too late to save any of them. I'm a sham. Minfilia, I didn't do anything. Oh my god. I hate this guy. By some miracle he survived, but that doesn't excuse the fact that he should have never had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. Oh my god. He's such an emo bitch. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... So good to see you again. Impeccable timing. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. I heard what you said, you lying bitch. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation? As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, aether exists through creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants that being physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in its thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. I wonder if that is going to come up later at some point in time. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you'll have nary a moment to yourself. Yes, Thancred, can I help you? Why are you scoping me out like this? Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think would be best heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he's tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Everyone say bye, Thancred. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Power. I need more power. Bye, Thancred. I knew you were gonna do that. Stop. No. Thancred, my poor Pookie. He has such a guilt complex. It's crazy. A hero in the making. Until not so very long ago, you were one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us that you personally bested the primal Ifrit. Thank you for the recap, Minfilia. You have achieved a great deal in a short time and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Bo, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons? Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Linsa La Minsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Bo, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist new recruits. That they have is evident of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Bo's deed spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be exceeded, but what of the other grand companies? Eep! Your reputation precedes you, Master Yarrow. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together we shall ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelfth's Wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Yarrow. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. What, Merylvid speaks about me? Are you serious? Holy shit, oh my god. It is only natural that she should want you for the maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together we shall see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. The overwhelmed look on the main character's face. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which you may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leaders of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Bo hear our leader speak, then we will return here with a decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Bo, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we will continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Company seek to protect their nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Bo, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you of where and when the Remembrance service is due to take place. I got 6960 XP. Nice. The power you possess, there are those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are both. Yeah, we saw this already. The Elder Seed Spear speaks only truth, and her words have power to touch the soul. At the sound of her voice, all fall silent and attend her. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the bellies of those who listen. I am sure you will be no exception. When the Admiral speaks, even pirates listen, and that is no small thing. She's a born leader, the kind who would gladly follow gladly follow to the 7th Hell. Spoiler, I'm going to be joining the Twin Adders because I started in Gridania, so I have kind of a bias towards them. Sorry about all the attention you're getting. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Ahem. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyways, I expect you want to know where the Remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedseer Kanesena will deliver her address at the Miketo's Amphitheater. Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of service might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where the Flame General Rauban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Melvib Blohefisfin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the Sentry Zenthal, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the Remembrance's services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states that in my prescribed order, though your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. So they're saying you can do them in whatever order you want to, I guess. We'll just go to Gridania first. The amphitheater. Cut to the scene.
I lost my son to the calamity.
Oh, okay.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't
doing
take
this
a
at
step
nighttime?
without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood.
Oh, I should turn the auto thing on.
Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania
God, chat.
flourished
Who's
into
that?
the
Do you know
great
them?
nation it is
Does anybody know
today.
these two?
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer.
Mm-hmm.
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have
I think he
embraced
gets
a
a
life
different
of
voice
peace.
later. I don't recognize this voice
Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the
I know
same
them?
for themselves,
anymore. Wow.
nor for us.
Chat recognizes these two.
Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest
I
to
know so many
Eorzea,
characters from this
we
game.
rallied under the
I've
noble
been propagandizing
standard of
you
the
for a
Twin
long
Adder
time.
that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Clap, 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 clap.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the
Among
path
us?
of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
That's what she used to sound like? Oh my god, her voice is so different.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen, Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
What will be done?
It's up to us to protect
We
the
must
forest.
think of the children. Oh my god, that was really funny. That voice acting was terrible. We must think of the children. Holy shit, that really got me. Oh my god.
If you'll permit me, Alfino,
Hi. You have a very deep voice for a
and my
15-year-old.
sister, Alize, at your service.
Hi, Alice.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us
Why did they-
students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of...
Oops, sorry. Why does he sound like that? Because, what's his name? I don't remember the voice actor's name. He's one of the guys from Critical Role, I think, like Taliesin or something like that. He's just not really doing like a young character voice. He's kind of just doing like a foppy kind of voice. So he makes Alfino sound way too old for the first section of this game. I'm pretty sure he gets a different voice actor later because I don't remember him sounding like this. But it's a little jarring because Alfino at this point in the story is supposed to be like 15 or something. Like, he's pretty young. It's a lot. Bro, your voice is way too deep right now. Turn off your Valorant voice? Literally, oh my god. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have contested with 2 beast tribes. I love Alice just like pointedly ignoring us because she doesn't want to be part of this conversation. The Ixil are unquestionably the more troublesome, being naturally a warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they've grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned their primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you must be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it's broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes, yet how long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? Well, perhaps we'll find out if the Elder Seedseer's words fell on fertile ground. Thank you, Exposition Alphino. Thank you, Alphino, who is just trying to propagandize you into joining all of the different grand companies. Why did they give these two, like, such cunty starting outfits? They're slaying. Okay, now we gotta go to Ul'dah. Get propagandized into joining the Immortal Flames now. to go to, what is it, the Chamber of Rule, I think? I think all of the Scions have the voice that they have now, but I think they get different voices by the time that you get to Heaven's Word. Because I think the VAs that they worked with for the base game were like from a different like voice acting company or something like that, and they ended up going with a different company for all of the expansions later, I think is what the story is, if I'm remembering correctly. So I think most of them ended up getting replaced by the time we start getting to the expansions. So don't get too used to them. A lot of the characters' voices are going to change later. Like, most of the cast gets replaced. There's only a couple characters who continue to have the same voice over the course of the game. A lot of people change.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Roban as well.
Roban? His name? Is that how you say his name?
Hark you, souls
Isn't
of
it
flame,
I
drawn
guess
to the bosom of the desert,
Roban?
where the fire burns
Rauban?
brightest and shall rage
Isn't it
forevermore.
Rauban? Proceed to the next line, please. You're making him look silly with this long pause.
Rauban!
Yeah, it is
Where
Rauban.
since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Everyone clap.
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard.
He's not doing the deep voice
Note
now.
the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Thank you, exposition,
Great and
Alfino.
many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Alice just does not want to be
Yet
here in any
many
of these
left our
cutscenes.
gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided,
Motherfucker sounds like
downtrodden,
Hugo
and
Vlad.
enthralled.
You mean the guy
Where
doing
are the
Alfino's
merciful
voice?
alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their
killing me,
lives
yes.
to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Mm-hmm.
Ja, for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raubon?
Oh my god, I forgot he really picks her up to let her talk.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory
God.
and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Alright, that was a pretty good line. That was pretty raw.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
Yeah, it's almost like you're following me. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worship the primate Ifrit. The scream I just scrumped at some of that voice acting. Yeah, it was really bad. The like little I can't, what did he even say? I can't even mock it. I don't know what he said. The really high-pitched, gravelly, squeaky voice in the back. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you've encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he's stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Ul'dah send forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition that they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Okay, Alice's done with this conversation. She wants to go home, Alfino. I know, we gotta go to Limsa Lominsa. It's really interesting because the first time that I played this game, I got so used to the voice acting for the characters in ARR that when they changed them, I was really disappointed with a lot of the changes because it was so jarring to have like almost everybody be voiced completely differently all of a sudden. It took me a long time to get used to a lot of the new voice actors, to be honest with you. But now that, like, I'm used to the later voices, it's weird going back to the early voices again, because the earlier voices are, like, not all good. some of them are a little bit of an odd choice for the character, and I kind of just like got used to it the first time around. But now that I know that they have a better VA later, like hearing their first VA is very strange. I forgot that that's what Alfino sounded like. I used to like his old VA, but now I'm so used to his new one, and his new one really suits him, that going back and hearing like the like overly foppish voice and the like way too deep for a 15-year-old boy voice is like a little jarring. Anyway, so we gotta... You guys will see what I mean when we get there, but some of the voices are a lot better when they swap them over. Where do I need to go for this? Oh, it's just in here, isn't it? The voice acting on a lot of characters is a lot better later on. I think it ended up being for the best that they went with a different company or whatever. Before we do this, I need to go take a break. I need to get more water and use the restroom and get a snack. So I will be back in like 5-10 minutes. So bear with me. Hi, chat. Sorry. I am back. Hello. I just cleaned my glasses and they're all fucking dusty again. Did you get dust on my glasses? What kind of hydration and snackage did we get? Oh, I should have got a Gatorade while I was... That would have been good hydration. I got water and 2 granola bars. Somebody laughing nearby? That was scary. When you get snacks in the mail, called that a snackage? Funny. Alright, let's get back to it. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans
What
are
is she
another
wearing?
matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Hello, please proceed to the next slide.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Oh my god, the background character
Did you
voice
look
acting.
as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Everyone salute.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Okay, why are you being such a bitch towards the Lominsons, Alfino? You were
long
so
years
nice
since
towards the first two
calamity struck.
nations.
5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes.
So true.
How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck?
Exactly.
There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer
Legally,
brothers
we can't
against
acknowledge
the
that there are
cunning
still pirates in Limsa.
Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Until sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
Oh my god. Such good voice acting.
Fancy meeting you again.
Yeah. You say that every time, huh? Alfino is voiced by Sam Riegel of Crit Roll fame. He gets changed a couple expansions from now. In Heaven's Word, he gets a new voice actually, so earlier than I thought. Is it Sam Riegel? I thought it was... I don't know his name. I don't watch Critical Role. Isn't there a guy on Crit Roll named like Taliesin or something like that? Or is that the character he plays? Isn't that his name? Yeah, Taliesin is one of the guys on Crit Roll. I think I was mistaking him for Sam Riegel. My bad. Taliesin Jaffe voices Thancred for the base game. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I was confused. I was gonna say, I swear I thought he was in this game as somebody. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think for the base game, they had a different voice acting company that they went with. And then I think by the time that they got to the first expansion, sorry, I smacked my microphone. I think by the time that they got to the first expansion, they went with a different VA company or something like that, because they replaced like almost all of the voice actors. By the time that we get to Heavensward, like all of them will be different. There's only a couple VAs that are the same throughout the whole game. Most of them got changed at some point. So Alfino is one of the many who got replaced, and Alice also gets a new VA as well. I think Melvib also gets a new VA, if I remember correctly. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first is the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsans' backyard. And that is to say not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there's no end to blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crews beyond question. Why are you selling me so hard on the different grand companies? Did Minfilia put you up to this, or did the grand companies tell you you needed to? Hello? Oh, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now been concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. While delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Please, you need to come back and get these guys out of my office. They keep talking about how epic and poggers you are, and I don't know what that means. Please, they say that they want you to do Fortnite dances with them. You need to get these guys out of my office. They won't stop talking about you. Just roughly sketched my femra. Let's fucking go! Slay! We love a little art of our Final Fantasy characters in this chat. Oh, I gotta draw my bunny boy again. It's been like 4 years since I drew him last. Whoa, sick flip that I just did. Sable's so pretty, kicks my feet. I always love how much people become fond of their Warrior of Light. Everyone who plays this game gets such an attachment to their own character. It's very cute and very sweet. A lot of people love drawing their own character. Welcome back. Were the Grand Company's leader's words as illuminating as you'd hoped? Each nation is best set with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Bum, ba, bum, bum.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Motion?
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
What? You guys are related? That's crazy.
The
You look
so-called
nothing alike.
remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Her old VA is not great, I'm sorry.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No,
Oh my
dear
God.
Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have
Details?
elected to omit them.
He's being such a cunt in this cutscene for some
Deep
reason.
are the
His older
wounds the
writing and voice
Calamity
acting is a
inflicted
bit
upon
oof.
Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
As Alisaie, rise! Where's your rage?
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
This cutscene made it seem like these two hate each other. A little odd on the writing on that one. All of that just to say that Alfino is basically going to become one of our main companions and hang out with us at the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and Alisaie is going to go off and do her own thing for a while. And we will barely see Alisaie in the entirety of A Realm Reborn unless you do the raid questline at the end, the Bahamut raids, I think it is, the Coil of Bahamut or whatever. She's in that quest line. That's her everything that she's doing while we are busy running around with the Scions and hanging out with Alfino. Alisaie is busy doing all of that. We don't really get to hang out with her until the first expansion because she's busy right now because she doesn't agree with what we're doing. Ah, I take it the Elder Seedseer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder? Yep. You've chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adder's Nest. I dare say you know it well from your wanderings in New Gridania. Give your name to the personnel officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you brother. I think if you talk to these guys, they're like, oh, you didn't join us. What's this? You mean to take up with the Adders? But did the awe-inspiring figure of General Rauban not stir you? He can seem a trifle intimidating, but I'm sure you'd warm to him given time. If your mind's made up, then there's no help for it. Yet know that like the tide, men's hearts are apt to change. If and when yours does, you may be certain a warm welcome from us. I shall send word to the Adder's Nest so that our people know to expect you. Give your name to the personnel officer and he'll guide you through the formalities. With the power you possess, there'll be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. Yeah, we saw this already. Maybe we can go talk to the other people who hang out in here. Maybe they'll have something new to say finally. Well, Stola's not standing here anymore. Maybe she has something new to say. Oh my god, hi Ariange. The destruction that visited this land cannot be attributed to the forces of the Empire alone. Worm of midnight, of breath infernal, for some a legend made flesh, for others an insidious symbol of memory lost. We grasp but a piece of this puzzle. Much and more must we question and contemplate ere the fallen moon revealeth its myriad secrets. I love him. He's such a nerd. I've heard word of your deeds. I am sparing in my praise, so know that you have truly impressed me. Be that as it may, it is fortunate that Thancred arrived when he did. Had he been but a moment late, I shudder to think what may have transpired. An experienced warrior like Abba won't die so easily. He's strong, fast, cunning. Aye, he'll come back safe. I must confess, I do rather miss that obnoxious Makote's company. Abba is taking part in a joint operation with the Immortal Flames. I imagine he's having the time of his life right now. I have a feeling we're not going to hear from Abba again. Everything looks to be in order. Right, on to the next customer. Crunch, 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 crunch. Oh, hello again, laddie. Meet Persevanes. We was thick as thieves in the old days, least I think we was. Or it might have been that he was the right creepy bastard and I did my best to avoid him. Still, we was both members of the old order, so either way, we're in this together, eh? I don't know about that, but sure. I thinkered. You've put us all to shame with your recent performance in the field. If I'm to keep up, I dare say I'll need bigger knives. Oh my god. Of course, you're the kind of like, don't show me up, I have to be the coolest kind of guy. 5 years ago, the three grand companies joined as one and fought the Garlean Empire at the Cartano Flats, and now, for the first time, the people will gather to remember those who fell in battle. That being said, no one has any clear memory of what transpired that fateful day, not even the leaders of each nation. Isn't that curious that no one remembers that shit? So interesting. So weird that no one remembers. Speeches? Oh yes, I love them. There's nothing like a good exposition when you're having trouble sleeping. Thank you, Ida. Very funny. Person's name is Spooky Virgo. Incredible. Good stuff. Come to the Adder's Nest, headquarter of the Order of the Twin Adders. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. I am here to enlist if you will have me. This is the first dialogue option we've really had since the opening cutscene of the game. Ah, might you be Boyero? I thought as much. Our recruitment officer sent word that you would be coming. It's a pleasure and honor both to welcome you to our ranks. Now let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir. What is it? Report. An urgent message from Amarise's Spire, sir. A Highwind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of the 9 Ivies. 9 Ivies? Gods, this could not come at a worse time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield dealing with the Ixal. Oh, I know full well you have yet to be formally introduced into our ranks, but we have urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down dangerously close to Garlean-occupied territory. Please make haste to the area southeast of 9 Ivies, locate the airship, and ascertain the status of the passengers. La 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 la. Is this the 9 Ivies? Oh, this is Amarise's Spire. Oh, this is the 9 Ivies in general, this entire region. La 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 la. These guys shouldn't bother me. I think I'm too high level for them. Just kidding. Okay, they are gonna bother me. Fuck are you, gall gnat? I guess you could say they've got a lot of gall. Anyway. Good one. Thank you. La 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 la. Meow 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 meow. Hi. Adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. The Adder's Nest sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. It's my first day. They didn't give me a uniform. I didn't even finish writing the papers. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You're an engineer of Garland Ironworks, aren't you? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Bo Yarrow, I presume? I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks for your friend. My thanks for your aid, friend. I can read. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They mean to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? But isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her test flight, and she was soaring. She really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean's hands. We must strike them swift and sure and rescue Engineer Wedge. Bo, I trust we can rely on your support. May the matron watch over us, with me. An ambush, to arms! The fact that the archers have not started shooting is crazy. You guys are not doing your job. Keep them away from the airship. The way that they have dialogue set up in like combat scenes is different than it used to be. It used to be just like a little dialogue text box somewhere on your screen around the character who was saying whatever it was that they were saying. But now they actually have like an icon of the person who is speaking, and the box is bigger so you can see it more. They've made a lot of quality of life changes over the past 4 years that are pretty nice. Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire. This has gone on long enough. You say that, but you're getting your ass beat. Oh, you brought in more boys? Is that it? Annihilate these barbarians. Teach them the futility of resistance. I just realized the ability that thing just cast is called Cermet Drill. I have for the longest time have been reading that as Cement Drill and didn't know why it was called that. Where are you going? I'm sorry? You ran all the way over there just to try to AoE me? You're sick. You're sick in the head for this. Stop. Easy. Eggs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? Auxiliary propeller is dead, lost, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may be lurking yet nearby. As for you, Bo, you have done more than done your part today. I bid you to return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When we next meet, let it be as fellow serpents of the Order. I, just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha. Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Twin Adder lads, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. A boring weevil. So it's not a very interesting bug. I need a like a rim shot or like a laugh track sound effect so I can play it whenever I make really good jokes. Oh, it does my spirit well to see you returned. Word arrived but moments ago from the team at 9 Ivies. Lest you worry, the 2 engineers are safely on their way. The lieutenant informs me that you were instrumental in the mission's success. Had you not found Engineer Biggs when you did and helped us to rout the Garleans, things might have been very different. And all this before you were even inducted into the Order. You were well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the Twin Adder standard. But without further ado, let us see to your induction. 12 willing, there won't be any further interruptions. Protocol requires that I appraise you of who we are and what we do, after which I will invite you to swear an oath of your own free will. Ahem. The Order of Twin Adder is the Grand Company of Gridania. Gridania? You know what I'm saying? It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation that we might stand strong in times of direst adversary when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the Calamity in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire and to combat the beast tribes in their primals. Needless to say, our struggles continue to this day. Elder Seetsier Kanesena is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the Twelveswood. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let Forestborn strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In so doing, we honor the elementals, the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, Boyero, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance in whatever fashion you see fit. These are all a bit stupid, to be honest with you. Except for the first one, which is like the most normal. I'll just say the first one. Wood's will be done. So you know the words of our grand company, that as well. Bound by this common belief, let us strive to preserve all that is good in this great nation. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of Serpent Private 3rd Class. You are now a man of the Order of Twin Adders. Go forth, Private Eero, and do that which brings peace to the Twelveswood and honor to our name. Do I get my chocobo now? Oh, thank you. Thanks. Oh, stop. You're embarrassing me. Hello? Can you hear me, Bo? This is Menphilia. An officer of the Twin Adder contacted me with the news of your enlistment. Congratulations, Private Eero. I have no doubt that you're eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a serpent of Gridania, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would like very much for you to meet. We shall be waiting. Distant call of a friend in need, perhaps? As you are needed elsewhere, I shall not keep you any longer. I would, however, suggest speaking with High Serpent Commander Vorsai Hulwa before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on the journey ahead. Like a chocobo? You may now accept the quest My Little Chocobo, oh my god, by speaking with Vorsai Hulwa. This quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario. You have to do this now. You have to get a chocobo these days. Hello. Chocobo, please. Vorsai believes it past time you were issued a personal chocobo. Ah, Private Eero, I understand you've been working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You are truly an example of your fellow serpents. But tell me, have you ever felt as though you couldn't get to your destination quickly enough? That perhaps you could do with a swifter pair of legs? If so, you might consider getting a personal chocobo. You have yet to be issued your own bird, am I correct? Given your considerable talents, you should be able to obtain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must obtain a chocobo? Okay. Might be dyslexic. First, you must obtain a serpent chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you've done this deed, present it to our man Singer, and he will furnish you with a suitable bird. Let's do this first. I want to get a mount unlocked. Present a chocobo issuance to Singer. Who's this guy over here? Okay. How many points do we need? What? Should have read that. Well met, I'm the OIC Quartermaster affiliated with the Order of the Twin Adder. It's my duty to provide those free companies who have pledged... Oh, this is a free company thing. Hang on. Quartermaster, this guy. What would it be under? Serpent Chocobo Issuance. I need 200 seals to buy this. Okay. Undertake a supply and provisioning thingy. Okay. Can I craft any of these? Bronze culinary knife and jack-o'-lantern. Well, I don't have culinarian leveled very high, so I don't know if I can make jack-o'-lanterns. Can I make a bronze culinary knife? It'll give me 184 seals if I do this one. Am I high enough level to make a bronze culinary knife? Probably should have checked what class makes this. It's a culinarian's tool, but who crafts this? Blacksmith repairs it, so I'm guessing blacksmith makes it? Am I high enough level to make this? Bronze culinary knife. I need ash lumber and a ragstone whetstone. I think I can buy ash logs at the carpentry guild, but I don't know where I get a ragstone whetstone. I might have to go to the blacksmith guild to buy one of these. Hey, do you have whetstones here? I think you need 3 logs for each lumber. Do you guys sell whetstones by chance? No, I don't think so. Ragstone? Yeah, that's not a whetstone. Wait, do you have to make... Hang on. Do you have to make ragstone whetstone? Who makes ragstone whetstone? Do you have to make this? Is this an armor thing? Doesn't seem to be something that you gather. So try it in my crafting method. I might not be high enough level to be able to craft ragstone whetstone. Hang on, Google. Ragstone whetstone. Oh, goldsmiths make these. Oh no, blacksmiths can make them too. Blacksmith and goldsmith should, in theory, be able to make this. Or, wait, no. Question mark? Goldsmiths and blacksmiths both use it in their recipes, but is a goldsmith the only one who can make it, though? You have to be level 6 goldsmith. And you need 2 ragstone. There might be an NPC in Limsa that sells them. I don't have my goldsmith unlocked right now. I haven't done that yet. Oops, that's not the right door. Where am I? I need a chocobo, please. What else you got that I can do? Ash short bow. And hard leather arm guards. Can I make those? Ash short bow. Ash short bow? I might have one of those on hand already, but I think it's in my bank, because I've already crafted one before. And then hard leather arm guards. Hard leather arm guards. Can I make these? I need bronze rivets. I need 1 bronze rivet. And I need one more hard leather. I don't have enough hard leather. I need to make more hard leather. Okay, quick make... Current class not set to... Hang on. Make this. Okay. Hard leather arm guard, so I need bronze rivets. I ran out of bronze rivets, so I gotta swap back to blacksmith. Is blacksmith or armor my higher level one? Yeah, blacksmith. Okay, I need to make some bronze rivets. Bronze rivets, I think there's only one. And then back to carpenter. Make my ash short bow. No, I already have an ash short bow. It's in my bank. This is what I wanted to do. This is leather worker. Leather worker. There we go. There we go. And I need to go run to the bank really quick so I can go grab my short bow that I made earlier. I have a blue quest to unlock something. I don't know what that's for. Broadening Horizons. I don't know what the Broadening Horizons quest is. Oh, who's this I spy in the Gridania markets? Curious. Fancy running into you here. Oh yeah, I forgot about my venture. I was supposed to me in my no pants because my chef job hasn't given me pants. Oh my god, this scandal. Crafting with your fucking coochie out in the middle of the Gridania stalls? My god. My journey was fruitful. I forgot that I'd sent this venture out at the beginning of the stream and I was supposed to go collect it an hour later and I completely forgot to. Hey, she gave me animal skins, go. Inexperience. Hooray. She's higher level now. She's level 2. I'll get her to go do the level 2 mission. Okay, do I have an ash short bow in here somewhere? No? I don't. My ash short bow might be in my... That's a weathered short bow. Huh? Is item search still a thing that you can do? Weathered short bow. Wait, do I not have one? I thought it said that I've made one already. Why don't I have it anymore? Got bots in the chat. I had... Why do I have one? I'm confused. It says I've made... Excuse me. It says I've made a ash shortbow before. So nobody has one. What the fuck did I do with the ash shortbow that I made? Oh, and maybe it was for a quest. It might have been for my carpentry quest. That might be where I put it. That would make sense. Need to desynthesize all this. I need to get desynthing unlocked soon. I need to desynthesize all of this shit. I gotta work on leveling my crafters soon. Just save the level 18 weapon coffer for an alternate class or something, because I think I already have a level 26 weapon, you know. So, don't need that right now, I guess. My inventory's a mess. We'll deal with this later. Okay, well I need to craft another ash shortbow then. So what do I need for this? I need an ash branch and hempen yarn. I don't have either of these. Maybe the carpentry guild sells them. Good luck with your crafting. Me cooking? What's cooking? Good looking. A wink. Tomato paste. Yummy. Eats all of the tomato paste. Do you guys sell the stuff that I need to make an ash shortbow? What do I need again? An ash branch and hempen yarn and ash logs. Oh, I have ash logs. I just need to make the lumber. I need an ash branch and hempen yarn because I haven't unlocked Weaver yet. Ash branch and hempen yarn. I hope it was just one of each. Yes, it was. Okay, cool. Now I need to make an ash log, or ash lumber, sorry. Carpenter. His NPC's probably used to having people just drop and start crafting in front of him. I'm pretty sure if you deliver higher quality stuff in your supply missions for your grand company, you get better rewards. I think they give you more seals. If you deliver high quality stuff and you give them the specific, you prioritize this stuff with stars. Because that's like the higher value stuff, I think. Don't quote me on that because I don't fully remember. Yeah, you get a high quality bonus. So you get twice the amount if you deliver high quality stuff. Cool. I don't know if I can do these other things, but Illy, once you get your Grand Company unlocked, you can craft stuff and then deliver the crafted stuff to your Grand Company, and you get seals from them that way, and then you use the seals to buy stuff, and you get bonuses if you can make high quality stuff for them. This game kind of fun. Smiles at you really big. Ooh. Ooh, get propagandized. Ooh. Yes, become a Final Fantasy XIV player. Ooh. They also have gathering missions as well that you can do, and same thing if you can bring them high quality stuff. If high quality stuff exists, then you can get stuff for them, from that too. I don't remember what expert delivery stuff is, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's fun. I should be there soon. I stopped doing the main quest because I started doing some side quests. Fair enough. I can't say it's fun though, because then you'll be a sicko and buy me the full version. Well, you've already said that it's fun twice, so you're gonna have to be prepared for the sickening. A Serpent Chocobo issuance, please. Who the fuck is Singer? Singer, this guy. Hi, Singer. Can I have a chocobo, please? On a bird issued, you say? Then you'll need to see your Serpent Chocobo issuance. Check this shit out. The chocobos are so cute in this game. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. What, I don't even get to pick one? You just assign me one? Hi. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. I forgot you have to name it. I didn't think of a name beforehand during all of that crafting and stuff. I didn't think of what I wanted to call my bird. Quair. Sage? That's cute. Sage is the name of one of the classes, though, so that might get a little confusing. Let's see. Apparently it's a male chocobo, because he referred to him as he. Not that that really matters, though. The immediate thought that I had was just name the bird Pookie, because it's funny and cute. What would be a good name? Sage is a good choice. I'm just a little worried about calling it Sage because of the class. It might get confusing. But going on the, like, theme of herbs to match my character does kind of work, though. So what other herbs name could work? Let's see here. Let's see. Google common herbs. Basil, thyme, parsley, oregano, cilantro, sage, rosemary, dill, chives. Rosemary's kind of cute. Bay, tarragon, fennel, marjoram, chervil, ginger, lemongrass, lemon balm, turmeric. Rosemary was going to be my second suggestion. I mean, Rosemary's cute. It's also like a name that people have. Yeah, sure. You can be Rosemary. Quah. Okay, bye. Oh. Hang on. Let me swap back to my actual class. Haha, I dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your friend will come along bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded cities or areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yippee! Do-do-do-do. Hooray! We have a chocobo, chat. Yippee! I can finally use mounts. When do you get the ability to get the chocobo companion? Hang on, Google Final Fantasy XIV chocobo companion. Companions are chocobos that fight alongside players. Yep, blah blah blah. How do you unlock them? Chocobo companions are unlocked after completing the My Feisty Little Chocobo quest, which is unlocked at level 30. Starting quest is acquired from an NPC named Dosette, located in Camp Tranquil in the South Shroud. You must have acquired your company chocobo by completing the My Little Chocobo quest before you can start My Feisty Little Chocobo. Okay. I'm almost level 30. We'll be level 30 very soon, and then we'll be able to go do My Feisty Little Chocobo after that. And we can get the chocobo companion. I guess we're done what we needed to do here, so I guess we can go back to the Waking Sands. Pray, return to the Waking Sands. Yes. Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered upon its grand company. In Gridania, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed both the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver, while the Laminsons enacted a complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Ul'dah is the odd nation now, having made no notable changes to its armed forces as before, and in the spirit of the Sultanate, each entity retains a certain degree of independence. Let me see if I have this right. You're an adventurer who's a scion and a serpent. Golly, how do you keep track of everything? Must be fun pairing up with lots of different people, though. Me? I'm always with Papalymo. Come to think of it, why am I always with Papalymo? It's a good question. Wow, look at you sitting so politely up here by yourself. He looks so polite. The incidents with the traitor still weighs heavy on everyone's mind, the Flame Generals most of all. And although he cannot be expected to know what evil lurks in the hearts of every man under his commands, the revelation is nevertheless a devastating blow to his authority. Even so, it warrants saying that you should not let this tragedy color your opinion of the man. In all my years working with the Flame General, I've never had reason to doubt his capacity to lead. He's so oopy sometimes. Yeah, he is sometimes, I guess. He's cute, I guess. Whatever. Hello. I heard tell one of me brothers came through not long ago. Looks like I just missed him, though. I ain't seen either one of them since the calamity. Didn't even know if they were still alive. But after running into folk who swore they knew me time and again, I reckon they had to be out there somewhere. Been traveling and peddling in the hopes of finding my brothers ever since. If you see a fellow what looks like me, let him know that Brennan's looking for him, would you? I have. I've seen, I think, both of your brothers at this point. You guys are always together. It's kind of cute and very curious how you're always seen, like, hanging out and talking to each other and studying together. It's, like, kind of cute. Some people might assume you, like, know each other or something. I don't know. Fate shall be thy guide. When our purposes become one, once again shall our paths lead us here. Our city of learning is now naught but shadows. Ere the light of dawn breaketh, shall we follow whither the sand blows. So true. We will continue to focus our efforts on investigating the primals. The Amalja are not the only tribe that has succeeded in summoning its deity. Liavini? Have we met somewhere before? You must be quite the accomplished adventurer to be welcomed into these halls. Me? No one's ever expected much of me, and so far I've done a fine job of living down their expectations. Damn. I've been chatting with Persevanes, and we both swear there was another member of our crew. We still ain't figured out a way to prove who we was, but just you wait and see. It won't be long before everybody sees us for the heroes we is. I heard you pledged yourself to a grand company. Me? I don't think I could do it. I'd never feel like one of them, no matter what the recruiters say. I'm not sure I grasp the purpose of these remembrance ceremonies. Whether you remember or rewrite the past, what does it matter? It isn't as though you can repeat it. Our present-day enemies ought to serve as sufficient motivation, don't you think? The only lesson I believe we should take from the calamity is that far greater threats can and will appear. Welcome back. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met them. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Hey, guys. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Oh yeah, I think you start getting seals for your grand company when you start completing main quests after you join one of them, I think is how it works. Oh, not this one though. Only some of them, I guess, maybe? Minfilia needs you to investigate the sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities...
I thought we'd be doing the Ixals first. I thought you don't do the sylph stuff until later.
We have a favor to ask of you.
Okay.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
True.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda. Who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
So far.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
This is the first time they've asked me.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
It's okay, Papalimo. You don't have to come with us. Don't worry about it, man. Your mission is to make contact with the Sylphs, with the ultimate goal of finding a peaceful solution to the threat posed by Ramu. Be fairly warned, the Sylphs are a unique people to say the least, and you may find yourself bewildered by their customs at first. Yet know that Ida and Papalimo will be on hand to support all your endeavors. Back to Gridania we go. This particular section of the game has a lot of teleporting back and forth between the same areas over and over again. Lots of running around here. I'm still not level 30 either. Should get level 30 soon, hopefully, and then I can get my Chocobo companion. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... Ah, beg pardon, 'tis terrible habit of mine to think aloud, but tell me what brings you to the Adder's Nest. Well, if it isn't Private Eero reporting for duty. That's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Morning, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see you two. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt that you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. This is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I could hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs, this should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from Wetshore Pier should take us straight there. Friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we? Oops, I did not mean to... Yep. Don't want to use all of my teleport tickets this early on in the game. We are much better suited to save those for later when the teleport fees start becoming in the thousands. Oh, I actually had to go to Whetstone Pier. Oh, you can't just come straight here. You actually get forced to... Okay. Oh my god. Well, this would be a good time to use our Chocobo. So cute. I love that you actually get to have a Chocobo and ride it around in this game. It's really cute. It's one of the most fun parts of Final Fantasy XV, too. Smiles at the camera. Gotta get all my stuff so I can level my Chocobo up, though. It's kind of slow right now. I gotta update my emotes. Oops, you're not the guy I'm supposed to talk to. Hang on. I make all my emotes look like my VTuber, now that my VTuber is usable. Still lots of work that's gotta be done on the channel. Hi. I'm gonna go to... I just had to come and talk to this person. So that we could get permission from the quest to go to the Hawthorne Hut that we already went to. Silly. They made me come here for a class quest already. Like, I don't know why they think I've never been here. Though I guess if you started with another nation... If you started in Limsar and Ul'dah, I guess you never would have had to have come this way. You only would have had to have been here before if you started in Gridania. I guess. Ran right into a tree. Oops. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. La 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 la. Hang on, this is a bad time to take a bite. Indeed, I am Ameline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly folks as any. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're... Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut, you might have more luck with them. You don't look old at all, you look like you're like 20. The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Tee-hee. A genuine tea here? Rare to see these days. Quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by sunbathing in the sun, or so Rolf told me once. The sylphs? Invertebrate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. Oh, thank you for the head pad. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, and the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop, and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Oh, they're just mischievous. They're just silly little guys. Come on, they're just little guys. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought back memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people quite together like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You'd do well to remember this. Just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Hey, we got to level 30. Let's go. Oh, we can become a white mage now. Or soon. I don't know specifically at what point I unlock the ability to do so, but it should be soon, I think. Oh, still here, eh? Great! There's one thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'd do well to bring along a, drat, what was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine. Oops, I guess I can just take my chocobo these days. The fuck? Just getting stuck on everything. Peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised what comes out. What? Yeah, she did tell me to stimulate the dirt with syrup? Okay. I guess I may as well kill these Mandragora while I'm here for my hunting log. I'm right here. It's on the way. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root, but of course, the sylphs quaff that the cloudy stuff as quick as I do for a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. It's getting a fucking crunk off the milkweed. Milk root, sorry. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs loved the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a mortal that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've much more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but they've shared their company enough. I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go trapezing off yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our people on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for your mission, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of the mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Well, chap, it is about that time of day. This is the time of day where I usually end stream. And I am getting pretty hungry, so I'd like to go make some food as well. So, I think this will be a good place to leave it off for the day. The next stream will be on Wednesday, right? It's Monday today? Yeah. The next stream will be on Wednesday. And we will more than likely be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. So you have that to look forward to. Like I said last time on the Friday stream, I will more than likely just continue playing the story off stream so that I can kind of slowly get caught up over time. I don't know how much of the main story I'm going to be playing. There's so much stuff that you need to unlock in the early game that it's kind of nice just to progress off stream so I'm not stuck without the ability to do anything. But I might also work on like my crafters and my gatherers and unlocking some optional dungeons and whatnot. So I don't know exactly how much of the stream I'm going to progress, or the story, sorry. We'll see. I'll get you guys caught up on what all I've done on Wednesday, but I will be progressing through A Realm Reborn on and off stream, and then once we start getting to the expansions, I might start saving the story for stream time. But until then, you know. So yeah, I will see everybody on Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all had fun, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. Bye!